Nights out under the sky, watching stars align. Days of making sweet honey, Melissa lemon balm. Nights as warm as your breath on my chest, so calm. Now baby, let the summer breeze carry us away. Let the summer breeze carry us away, baby.
Some people in the industry fear the paparazzi. What is it like being, I won't say paparazzi, but what is it like taking pictures of celebrity? Can it be lucrative like I hear?
It can. I mean, it could be very exciting and also very interesting too when you're getting big celebrity. I'm going with him. Okay. Every big top celebrity paparazzi names in Hollywood today, and by capturing them, it could be some interesting stories. But I have the very best out of the best stories from that.
I'll run into you.
Okay, all right. So I have the best out of the best stories that I have from.
There's one story you told me I won't leak, and that's about Beyonce. I'm going to let you leak that to your source and get paid on that. I'm going to hold that secret.
Right.
But you've taken some photos of some phenomenal people.
Oh, I have from Lindsay Lohan. From big other names from Halle Berry to Vivica A. Fox, Eva Longoria, Eva Mendes. Just Jennifer Lopez, which is the biggest top name. Just all like big names.
You make a living off of this. I'm not going to ask you what's the most you've gotten paid for a celebrity photo, but what's the smallest you've been paid for a celebrity photo? I'm not going to invade your privacy like that, but
for a celebrity photo, I would have to say the hottest. I would have to say
the lowest.
The lowest.
Talking with a phenomenal artist. His name is Ozu, and he does a lot of creative things, and one of them is music. And Ozu, explain who you are.
Well, my name's Ozu. I'm a person from Hawaii originally. I moved here because my mom was in the military, and after she retired, we moved in with my grandparents, or they provided us a house in Stockton, and now we live across the street from them. I go to school right now, and I just work as the supervisor at my job for customer service, and I'm trying to make it in the world and try to be somebody without, selling any drugs or having to shoot anybody or anything. And maybe I'm hoping that my voice or something about my charisma or something, or maybe even something I make will be able to benefit somebody's life or entertain them. At the end of the day, I really want to just be able to make a personal impact in everybody's life and be able to affect people's lives in a way that would make their lives better.
What is that gorgeous key you have on?
Oh, this key that I'm wearing right here belongs to the Weight Watchers Club for DJ Khaled. My mother found this at a thrift store and she gave it to me, and I thought it looked so novelty, I had to keep it. I really like novelty things, so if you ever see me wearing like a little miniature backpack or like some of those earrings that look like they're out of a cartoon or something, it's because I'm showing who I am through
That's
novelty.
your unique style, and that's what makes you unique from everybody else. I've listened to some of your creative music. You share it with a lot of different people. But how did you get into music creation?
Well, when I was growing up, I listened to a band called Cobra Starship, and for some reason, the way that they were presenting things just really, really inspired me. So I wanted to take that a step further after learning that you could use the computer to get all the sounds and everything that people do. Because after that point, after watching them, I had a point where I was really into electronic music, and something about the electronic music really, really spoke to me, and I wanted to do something like that in a way where I could take my own skills and combine it with what's available. I originally started off playing music when I was like 8 or 9 years old. My grandparents had me enroll under a piano teacher who taught me piano for over 8 years and had me go to recitals and perform in public and stuff. And eventually I had to start branching out because my interests were growing, and my interest in just being able to sit down and play the piano specifically started to die out as I got older. So as I got older and my sister introduced me to GarageBand, an application that I'm currently using on the Apple iPad, I found that it was meeting all my needs in making music, and I was able to use it to combine different sounds to get one unique sound out of those different sounds.
That's awesome. Not only do you do music, you also, music is great, but you always need a backup.
Right.
And your backup is your student also. What is the backup?
So my backup plan is if I don't ever make a song that will sell or get enough profit off of anything I make, I want to just, honestly, I want to be able to be the manager at like a store. So right now I've been working the last 4 years, and I started at the bottom, literally in the receiving department, to try to be a manager. And in my journey, I am at the step right below it, which is customer service supervisor. And though I'm not full-time yet either, I believe that if I keep working hard and trying to pursue my dreams and aspirations, that eventually I will get the promotion to be a manager and be able to make at least $20 to $30 an hour, hopefully.
You know, there are a lot of people who love music and who absolutely love movies and being an actor, actress, whatever, they have an aspiration to reach for something higher, something better.
Right.
What I always suggest is that you have a backup. No matter what you're going to do, you have a backup. You have a plan A and a plan B and a plan C. So yes, music is great, wonderful. You will probably make it. But a lot of people have 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits. They're not going to be that Lizzo or that Beyonce or whoever, but you always have to have something to fall back on. Where business management comes in good, because music is a business, so you have to know how to negotiate it. You have to know when you have all of that money how to use it. So I admire what you're doing, and that's why I wanted to share it with my audience. All of those things are great, but you have to have that backup.
Right.
We're going to be hearing a lot from you, and please subscribe to his channel. He has some of his music that he wants to share with you. He's a new YouTuber, but he is sharing some of his music with you. And he's shared it with a lot of great people. We're not going to go into that. That's another video. Thank you.
No, thank
and his
you.
YouTube channel is Beyond. I love his store. I'm at Curry's Warehouse. I did a video last year this time here where I get the ice cream $2.99 for a big 3-gallon bucket. You get the chicken for $1. This is how I'm able to save money and be able to eventually go overseas and live. The is $1 or 2 for $1 and half a pound. And the sour cream is 2 for $1. It expires in November, which is still good. I can still use it. Organic food that you get at Trader Joe's, I'm able to get it and save on my food bill. I do not get any kind of public assistance or food stamps or whatever they call it now. So any way I can save, I save. As you guys know, my ultimate goal is to be able to live 6 months out of the year in a tropical nation. The sriracha is good, 2 for $1. Coffee, everything. And everything that comes into the store, which I love, which is curries, it changes daily. So something you get today, you better get it if you see it, because it might not be here tomorrow. There's a pure pumpkin, honey, and they get, crates of stuff. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna send some stuff overseas. The best sweet mayonnaise for $1, that's fabulous, because it's normally $6, almost $6 in San Francisco. They have 2 of these stores in Stockton. So this is how I'm able to save and make the transition to be able to live overseas. The lighting is not good in here. It's a warehouse. You have to search for everything, but that's fine. That's how you save money. That's how you survive, and that's how you're able to live in 2 different countries. Okay? The Uncle Ben's rice. You see that price? $1.99. Cornbread stuffing mix. Also, this is good. The canned carrots. I have a friend, Alaska Granny. Do you see these carrots for $1? She would love this, because she's a YouTuber. She's always, I love what she does, but she's always preparing for the day you can't get any food. Alaska Granny would love this. It's $1, girl. And I gave some of that to my family members. All the coffees you could drink. I stock up on coffee.
While using your smartphone, keep a couple of things in mind, however. The first is to start simple, especially if you're just getting started posting on your Facebook business page and your Instagram business account. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Start small, and then you can start playing around with more extensive editing or angles later on, once you've gotten the fundamentals down. The next thing is to keep it consistent. Really effective brands do such a good job at this that when you see a photo or a video that's shared from their business, you're immediately able to associate it back. And that's intentional. It's really, really powerful when you can have such a powerful brand that people are able to recognize it without even having to see your logo or your brand name. And finally, it's important to keep in mind that attention spans are getting shorter and shorter every day. So you probably have about 15 seconds to grab someone's attention with any of the content you're sharing. So you want to keep that in mind as you craft each and every single one of your posts. But what do I really mean by each of these tips? I want to share some examples just to put them in context. Keeping it simple can mean a couple of different things, right? Maybe it's that you're using one great solid colored background. Or maybe you're highlighting just one singular product or one person in your photo. Maybe you're keeping one focal point in the foreground of the photo, or just slightly changing the angle from what you typically would do. All of these things are very small, and they, as you see here, help give your photo a really professional looking touch. The same thing goes for consistency. You can remain consistent in the color scheme that you're using, the filter you're applying to your photos, or maybe even your emphasis on product or people-forward shots. The important thing here is keeping it cohesive, right? You want to make sure that all the photos, when they're put together on your Instagram personal account or business account or your Facebook business page, that everything kind of goes together and blends seamlessly, and there's not things that really stand out because of the different color schemes or of the different way that they were constructed. And finally, with grabbing attention quickly, I do want to talk about what this means in particular on Facebook. So when you're adding a video to Facebook, it's important to understand the autoplay feature. The autoplay feature simply means that when you're scrolling through Facebook and you come across a video, it's going to automatically begin to play, but without any background sound. So this is awesome if you're sitting in a presentation like this and you're scrolling through Facebook on your phone and you don't want to get caught by your neighbors. But as a small business owner, it does require you to understand this and to realize this when you're making your videos, and to make sure the story you're trying to tell is conveyed in the visuals alone and isn't reliant too heavily on that background sound. So with that being said, I'm sure one of the things that you want to highlight this season are your holiday products. So I want to talk about how you can use posts to put your holiday products at the forefront of your strategy this season. The first one is something I hinted at a little bit before, and that's using posts to feature multiple products at once. I always think this is a great way to go about it because you're emulating that same process of someone walking through a store and browsing through it or flipping through a product catalog, but you're basically creating the online virtual version of this. When you are creating your product posts, though, it's important to remember to tag them. So if you do have shopping enabled, you want to make sure you're tagging your products. So you take the customer from that initial moment when they maybe fall in love with that particular bar stool to the purchase in many fewer steps. That's just going to be a great way to make sure that purchase actually gets completed and make it easier on people who already love your products. Of course, keeping along the same theme of consistency, when you're sharing multiple product shots, you do want to make sure there is some theme of consistency so it looks the same